Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you love seafood, you are going to love today's easy and delicious dinner recipe. I'm going to be making my avocado and shrimp quesadillas, and these just have so much flavor going on. I'm going to fill them with some juicy seasoned shrimp, lots of cheddar cheese, some guacamole, bell peppers, onions, garlic, and then I'm going to serve them with a side of salsa and hot sauce. There's just so much incredible seafood flavor bursting with every single bite. It's just such an incredible dish. It's bound to become a family favorite. Let me show you just how easy it is to make. And for today's recipe, I'm going to get things started with my shrimp. So I'm preheating a large frying pan over medium-high heat. I've already added a little bit of oil. I'm gonna add a little bit more cooking oil in there. And now for the shrimp. So I'm gonna be using 1 pound of wild-caught Argentinian shrimp. I absolutely love this variety. They're huge shrimp. They have a really nice sweet flavor to them, and they're going to be perfect for this recipe. So I'm going to drop them into my pan here. And these are already peeled and cleaned. And I'm going to season my shrimp with a little bit of salt, sprinkle that on top, a little bit of ground black pepper. And now for my spices. So I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. You just want to sprinkle these in an even layer over the shrimp. Half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. I typically fry these anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes per side, so the smaller ones I'll fry for less. Shrimp is really easy to overcook and then it becomes rubbery and tough, so you don't want to overcook these shrimp. Cook them just until they're done. And as my shrimp finish cooking, I'm actually going to take them out and set them onto a cutting board. And we're going to chop the shrimp up a little bit later into small bite-sized pieces. And for now, I'm just going to set it onto a cutting board and let that cool while we're making the rest of our fillings. Into the same pan, I'm going to add a little bit more oil into there and add in 1 large diced red bell pepper and 1 medium onion. And I'm going to fry this mixture on medium to high heat for about 5, 6, even 7 minutes until the onion is translucent and the bell pepper is tender. And my onion and pepper mixture is coming along very nicely. It's just about done. I have about a minute left of cooking time. Next, I'm going to add in 4 minced garlic cloves. These are going to add so much great flavor. And I've sliced 1 large Roma tomato. Toss this all together and let this cook for 1 more minute. And this onion, pepper, garlic, and tomato mixture is all done, so I'm going to transfer it into a large bowl. All right, my shrimp has cooled, so I'm going to go back. I'm using a sharp knife to chop the shrimp into little bite-sized pieces. And I like to do this instead of placing whole shrimp into your quesadillas, because this way you're going to have some of that incredible seafood flavor in every single bite. And I'm going to transfer my chopped shrimp into my onion and pepper mixture. And then use a large spoon to toss this all together. I'm also going to add in a couple tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro in here. Mix that in. It's going to give these quesadillas a little bit of freshness and zestiness. And now that I have my shrimp filling mixture all ready to go, it's time to put together these quesadillas. So today I'm going to be using medium-sized flour tortillas. You can also use corn tortillas for these, or you can also use larger tortillas, whatever size that you would like. I have about 1.5 cups of some grated cheddar cheese. Mozzarella cheese is another one that really works well with this recipe. I also have about 1/2 cup of some guacamole. I love to make my own, but you can always use a store-bought version if you're in a hurry. I'm going to include the recipe for my guacamole up on my website with this recipe, so make sure to head on down at that video description box and then hop over to my website to get all these recipes. And then I have a little bit of sour cream. So what I like to do when I'm making quesadillas at home is to set up a little bit of an assembly line. So I usually make about 4 or 6 of them at a time, and I just kind of lay them out onto my countertop. And I'm going to grab a little bit of the guacamole, just plop that right in the middle. a little bit of the sour cream. And I'm going to grab a little offset spatula and then spread this guacamole and sour cream mixture all over in a nice even layer so you have a little bit of that with every bite. And now for my shrimp filling. So I put the filling on just 1/2 of the quesadilla, and then you can fold it up much easier. You know, put a nice generous amount of this filling. You want to have lots of that shrimp in every single bite. Top the quesadillas off with a generous amount of cheese. And then fold over the second half and gently press it right over the top. And these are ready to go onto our griddle. I'm preheating my stovetop griddle and I'm going to warm the quesadillas on the stovetop. First, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of oil over the top. It's just going to make the tortilla really nice and crispy. And I'm going to fry about 2 to 3 of these at a time. And you want to do this over a medium heat so that cheese gets all melty on the inside and the tortilla gets really nice and warm. And I typically fry my quesadillas for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Sometimes they're a little bit quicker, sometimes they take a few minutes more, but you want them to be a nice golden brown color, nice and crispy on the outside. And then as my quesadillas finish cooking, I'm going to take them off the griddle and then place them onto a cutting board. I've lined it with paper towels, and I'm just going to let these quesadillas cool for a little bit before digging in to enjoy. That one can use a few more minutes. And then for serving these quesadillas, what I like to do is just grab a sharp knife and cut them in half, just like that. And then we're going to set them up onto a serving tray. And I'm going to set them up on this beautiful serving tray where I have a little bit of everything. I'm going to sprinkle some fresh cilantro over the top. So here I have a little bit of extra sour cream, some lime wedges, I have some salsa ready for some dipping, and a little bit of extra guacamole that you could put on top. This is going to be so, so delicious. And that's it, guys, for my avocado shrimp quesadillas. For the full recipe, don't forget to head on down into that video description box. I have a link there that'll take you over to my website so you could print this recipe off and share it with your family and friends. And now time to dig in and enjoy. These quesadillas just smell so incredible. So much aroma, so much flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of that salsa, a little bit of guacamole. You can also add some hot sauce on there. Time to dig in. Just wow, these shrimp quesadillas are packed with so much incredible flavor. You guys are going to love everything about them. That shrimp is just so juicy and flavorful, and I love the combination, that smoked paprika and coriander and chili. It gives these quesadillas so much incredible, authentic flavor. And then you have the cheddar cheese, the guacamole, the bell peppers, and it's just amazing. Hands down, one of my favorite quesadillas recipes. Again, don't forget to head on down into that video description box for the recipe. I hope you guys enjoy this incredible dish at home. And if you do make it, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.